nothing bad. I mean, a lot of my friends, they're planning their week because I have a lot of people that went to my high school actually go to Washington State, and a lot of friends that are still home are around the Washington area. So they've just been, wishing me good luck and trying to see me.
How are you feeling, as this game is approaching?
I feel good. I mean, obviously, it's going to be a hostile environment. I mean, I've been to UW games. I know how hostile it gets. I mean, I remember going to Oregon games when Aaron used to come back up, and just how tough it was for him. But, there's nothing to be scared of.
Earlier in the season, Coach said that you were handling the taunting and handling some of those issues differently than you are now. Was there one game or was there one moment when you kind of realized that maybe that was something that was affecting you or anything like that?
Yeah, I'd probably say I remember the SC game pretty well. I mean, there was just some dude who just kept talking and kept talking. I really let it affect me, but I mean now, it doesn't really affect me at all.
How have you been able to change that?
Just
maturity?
Focus. I mean, you just mature. I mean, with fans are like that. They try to say whatever they can to get you under, and I mean, on the road, all you should care about, the family, friends you got there, your team and your coaches, and that's all that matters.
Do you expect Washington to be, let's say, as bad as USC or worse, or maybe
probably worse? I mean, like I said, in their opinion, I'm a traitor, I'm this and I'm that, but like I said, I made a decision that that I thought was the best for me, and I'm still sticking to it. I mean, I love it down here, and I mean, like I said, I'm having fun.
You worried about your mom up in the stands picking fights?
No, because it's funny because my dad keeps joking around because my mom, he said your mom's about to get in a fight with the whole student section, and I was just like, the last thing I need is to look up there, see my mom, trying to tell the whole student section to shut up and stuff. Like, it's just gonna be funny.
Coach said that the dunk that you had against Arizona State, where you just kind of turn around and just face the guy, was a turning point in his eyes for you. Was it for you?
Yeah. So I remember after that, because I remember the play right after that, I didn't get back on defense and I didn't play it. And I was just thinking, I was talking to Jeremy, and Jeremy was like, you can really do that every time. You shouldn't be surprised. And I was just like, because I was just surprised that I did it. And then I passed, that was a turning point.
Was there something at Arizona where you had a reaction to the fans saying something?
Well, you can ask the guys on the team. There was these four guys who were sitting behind our bench who were just talking like the whole game. I mean, I remember when Zeke got that technical. I mean, we were in the huddle and they were yelling at Zeke. They were yelling at all of us. But I didn't really let it get to me.
What kind of stuff?
It wasn't even like that. I mean, I remember when Zeke, when he got that technical, and we're in the huddle, he was like, "Come on, Zeke, like Zeke, don't do that, blah blah blah." And then, they were like, "Oh, Josh, one more year, big baby, and stuff like that." And I was just kind of like, I was just ignoring it. So it was actually funny because a friend of mine that that I grew up with was actually in the front row of the student section. So he was kind of like, like half and half. And I remember after the game, I went over there and it's just like yelling on the screen. I was like, "Hey, bro, I'll see you in the summer." He's just like, "All right." And then I just went over it was just funny.
Can you talk about your development? I mean, when you came in here, what did you expect to be able to do, and are you at that level where you want to be?
I mean, the sky's the limit. I mean, with me, when I first got here, I just really thought, I should help the team out as much as I can, and now, I fit in my role. One of my roles on the team, is to be a defensive, presence, and, to be a offensive presence too. And that's not just scoring, it's passing, it's setting screens, getting rebounds. And like I said, all 9 of our guys, we have 9 guys who at any time can score, can play good D. And it's just good to have 9 guys who are capable of doing that.
Do you like the double team? It seems like it doesn't affect you. You're passing out of it pretty easily.
No, I mean, the Arizona game, when they double team, when you double team, there's somebody wide open. Reeves was making the right read and he kept diving. And I was like, if they're gonna keep doubling, I'm just gonna keep feeding him, so they can stop it.
Josh, you guys, go up to Cal and lose a pretty tough game. You come back and have 2 of your, the team's biggest wins of the season, at least statistically. Was there something about that game? I don't want to call it embarrassed, but was there any kind of emotion that came out of that game that maybe translated itself last 2 games?
Yeah, because we knew that was a business trip, and we knew that we needed that win. And just to lose to them, in overtime. Nothing against Cal, they're a good team, but we knew we weren't supposed to lose to them. We knew we had to get this. Nothing against it. We knew we had to sweep them, to stay in the hunt, to win the Pac-10. And to lose to them, we just kind of gathered together and we said, this was a speed bump. It was just a little diversion. But now we just gotta play out the season to see where it lands us. Right now we're tied for first, so we got 2 more games.
Coach has been changing the way he's using you throughout the year, from the beginning to hedging, plugging, starting, coming off the bench. How have those things affected, your mindset and the way you play?
It doesn't change my mindset. Anytime I go in the game, I'm just trying to be a presence on the offensive end and be a presence just as much on the defensive end. It was just kind of weird, because I started and then I didn't start, and then he wanted me to plug, and he wanted me to hedge, and then he wanted me to plug, then he wanted me to hedge. And the games I would start the games, it was just kind of like. But now, just coming off the bench and plugging, I know my role is just every day.
So it's more like you've kind of gotten settled in, what you're expected to do and what you're going to be doing.
How big was that Arizona